Hello traders, this video is going to focus on the autopilot. I'm going to show you 3 trades that occurred today. This was recorded live on the Autopilot Trading System. Now before we begin, remember that trading is risky. Please don't trade with funds you cannot afford to lose. There are risks involved with trading. So the Autopilot Trading System typically is being used on a range chart or a minute chart. What you're seeing right now is a range chart. It's currently in a position long. Started about 10:30. I recommend you start the Autopilot Trading System after the news events or any type of news event. So 10:30 is typically a good time to start. So I'm starting it here at about 10:30. And the questions that I've received on some of the newer traders is, what is a range chart, or what type of chart is a range chart, or how do you get to a range chart? So a range chart is used when every candle is exactly the same high to low. In this case, I'm using an 8 range chart, which is 8 ticks. So 8 range, 8 ticks. 10 range, 10 ticks. So this first trade that you're seeing here was stopped out. Okay, so let me just expand this out here a little bit. So this trade here was a long, and it hit the automatic stop. So you have to expect that not every trade is going to be a winning trade. More importantly, we want to have the losing trades be small, and we want to have the winning trades be much larger. So the target on the autopilot is about 100 ticks for the short and 80 ticks for the long. Now you can adjust it. This is just a recommendation. This is what we have in the settings. Some traders don't wait for the 100 ticks. Some traders only want 20 ticks or 10 points, let's say. They don't want the larger target. So you can see right now it just initiated a new trade. It does this automatically. It is a short position. It's just one contract, so I'm just demonstrating one contract and how it trades. And what you're seeing now is the trailing stop trail behind it, and that's a good thing. So every time the market moves lower, even by a tick, it'll go behind it and trail it by 1 tick, just following it. And at some point it will go to break even as well. So the settings are break even, trailing stop. You can have the number of bars that get stopped out or against you, let's say. So if we had multiple candles that are closing above, in this case above where you entered, that would be considered, well, there's 2 candles that are trading and closing against you. We're not in a profit situation, and it closes out the position. So we use a strategy of multiple stops to get you out of the position. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work, right? That's just the reality of it. If it is going to work and the market's going to continue in your favor, great. Let's take advantage of that. I don't see why we wouldn't hold on to a position with an automation as we have it here, where the trailing stop just trails behind it. And if it does turn around and stop you out, it doesn't matter. It'll stop you out with a profit. So as you can see, every time the market moves lower, makes newer lows or lower lows, it will also trail behind it. So right now it's very close to the trailing stop, and if it gets hit, it gets hit, and then it does this all over again. More importantly, I think that the target is nice and large. We take advantage of volatility. So this type of trading system, the autopilot, even though it does trade under slower conditions, it works so much better when there's actually movement and there's volatility. If the market is slow, it won't even get you filled. It'll just try and you don't get filled. It'll try again, you don't get filled. So it's calculating and recalculating on every single candle to get you in at the best price possible. The other thing it has, the Autopilot Trading System has, is the ability to trade multiple contracts. If you're trading multiple micros or regular mini contracts, now it can trade different markets as well. So I'm always trading the E-mini S&P. That's my market of choice, but it may not be your market of choice. So if you find that you like the NASDAQ or the crude oil or even the euro or a different market, whatever the case may be, you can definitely tailor this type of trading system to different types of markets, because the method is based on price action. So price action just has to find the right movement, the right breakout, the right trailing stop in order for it to work. And like I said, if the trade's going to fail, we have those different types of stops, multiple stop technology built into the system to get you out. So now every time the market moves lower, makes new lows, the trailing stop is behind it. Now even if it turns around and goes to the 47.87 quarter, it's still a winning trade. Now many traders that I talk to, they prefer to close the position once the market makes $300, $400, $500. They don't wait for the full trailing stop, because obviously it could very well turn around and they don't want to give it back. So even though I'm going to let this play out, I'm not going to touch this trade to see what happens. It's $200 in the bank at the moment. Closing the position, which can be done through the chart trader, or that can be done through the dome, the super dome, the price ladder on NinjaTrader. Either or, you can close out the position. Now, overtrading is a big problem. I really try to teach our traders not to overtrade. Overtrading basically means that you're trading and trading and you don't see any results. Now you can trade 100 times, and if every trade is successful, fantastic. But typically it's not like that. Typically is you trade, you make a good amount of profit or money in the morning, and then in the afternoon you give it back because you just want to continue to trade. If the market's slow in the afternoon, or if it's not worth trading in the later half of the day, then it's not worth trading. You're just going to give it back. So overtrading is a problem. Trade when the times and the volatility are best. Stay away from trading during the news events. That could be really chaotic. It could whipsaw strongly up and down. And just pay attention, right? The best thing to do is common sense, right? If you see this specific trade hovering at $200, $250, $237, $250, and it's not going anywhere, right? It's not continuing to move lower, close the position. There's no reason for us to hold on to this if it's just going sideways, right? Bank your money and look for the next trade, or even tomorrow's a new day. Now I'm going to let this play out. Like I said, I don't have any idea what's going to happen with this. We had one losing trade, was the first losing trade that you see there. This specific trade that we're on is going to recover that loss that occurred earlier. So far it's a winner. Previously it was a loser. I'll let it trade 3 trades to see what happens today.
She looks deep in her own eyes, makes new truth with brand new lies. Took all her pain and made it straight. She changed her story and made a new life. They call her the believer. It's for he never leave her. She don't need a church, don't need a church, don't need a congregation. He'll be her curse, he'll be her curse, he'll be her benediction. She can do crazy all by herself. Always thought there was someone else. Never could see past herself. So damn sure he'd do her wrong while she played him all along. They call her the believer. She swore he'd deceive her. He'd seen her works. He'd seen her works. He'd seen her degradation. He wasn't the first to hold on in desperation and watch her do crazy all by herself. Hates herself and feels ashamed. Throws the stones, then shifts the blame. The love he gave, she'd never take. Hates herself and feels ashamed. Throws the stones, then shifts the blame. The love he gave, she'd never take. Hates herself and feels ashamed. Throws the stones, then shifts the blame. The love he gave, she'd never take. With her, what's real is really bad. They call her the believer. He swore he'd never leave her. They call her the believer. He swore he'd never leave her. She don't need a church. Don't need a church. Don't need a congregation. He'll be her curse. He'll be her curse. He'll be her benediction. She can do crazy all by herself. Ooh. I remember when you were just a boy. The whole world was right before you, and we dreamed of the lights. The days we had, we never knew. I stood for what you wanted, believed and then followed through. I couldn't know a stronger man. I know the things that you've been through. This is where the demons live. This is where they made their home. This is why you blame yourself. This is how you're all alone. And this is how you break your chains. It's just how you rise. This is where the demons live. This is how you choose to survive. Don't let the dark times call back your pay. Underneath, you find something new. You're so much more than what the petty bitches say. Don't let the past take what's right in front of you. There's a lot of hurt along our way, and it's okay to love and lose. There's so much light beneath the heavy weight. Take hold of the good and choose. This is where the demons live. This is where they made their home. This is where you blame yourself. This is is not their home. Those demons are not their own. Tell them go, be gone. They don't believe this is not their home. Those demons are not your own. Tell them go, be gone. This is what demons live. This is what they make their home. This is what you blame yourself. This is what you feel alone. But this is how you break your chains. This is how you rise. This is what demons live. This is how you choose to survive.
I loved you like a little bird. Felt that salt between my words. It stung so bad. I said hello to Germany. Spent my time in Italy. It's a hard place to fall in Louisville tonight with love